so now I'm going to show you guys how to set up your machine. As you can see, what I have is a Brother. It's a CS770. It's something that you can use as a beginner and then move up into intermediate things. I don't like telling people to get the basic sewing machines, just because when you want to migrate into intermediate level sewing projects, you won't have the machine or the equipment to do it. Brother is a really good brand. I've had this for about maybe 5 years. Probably need to get a new one, but it's lasted me a really long time. So I recommend Brother to anybody. All right. So you have your adapter cord. It's going to go inside of your machine here, and then you also have your foot pedal, which is right here as well, and that's going to be hooked up into the back of your sewing machine. So now we're going to go ahead and turn it on. Alright, your LED light turns on. So like I showed you earlier, we do have the sewing, the denim looking thread. So I'm going to put this in the top here. I'm going to take my thread, and as you can see on the top, it's going to give you some instructions on actually how to thread it. But just in case you guys need a little bit more help, I definitely can help you. You're going to take your thread and you're going to loop it underneath this metal piece. Alright, and then you're going to bring it down. It's going to say 2 and an arrow facing down. So you're going to make sure it goes on the right side of this middle white part. Then you're going to loop it underneath. You're going to roll your knob until you see this metal piece right here. And then you're going to go on the left side of it and then bring it down to the right side. Bring it down here. Then I want my needle to be in the up position. I'm going to cut my thread just so I have a clean piece at the end to put it through the hole. Alright. Alright, there we go. I told you these nails kind of hard. Alright. So there we go with that. That's how you do your needle. Alright, so what I'm going to do is actually take this out. I'm going to show you guys how to thread your bobbin. And your bobbin is going to actually go into the bottom of your machine, so that way your top thread has something to knot onto. So you're going to take your bobbin, look at me, you're going to actually make your thread go from the top to the inside of your bobbin. Alright. That way when you wind it up, push that over, and you're going to put your thread here. So that way it winds properly. Goodness gracious, y'all. Look at me. Okay. See, I had it right the first time. It's like when you put a USB into the port and you don't know which way to go. Alright. Now, just gonna line it up. So for this top piece, you can just cut this off so that it doesn't get tangled. Just let it go. So you don't have to make it full, but you want to give it enough thread, that way that you're not running out too quick. All right. So now I want you guys to practice with me threading your machine one more time. Then I'm going to show you how to put your bobbin in. Alright, remember we're going to loop it around the top middle part. The right side, over to the left, loop it around the metal piece. Your needle is already in the up position. Your thread is already cut at the bottom. Put it through the hole there. Alright, good. And if you need to, pause so that you can make sure you get it right. Rewind so that you can look at every little detail. Alright, and in your foot, there's going to be a little piece of space right here that you can put your thread through and push it to the back. That way when you're sewing, that little extra piece is not getting away. Right. So now we're going to take our bobbin and if you can see, usually your bottom piece has an engraved picture here that shows you which way the thread is supposed to go. So, thread is going to face to the right. I'm going to drop it in there. You have an arrow here that's going to tell you to go to the left. Put there. Now some of the machines have a cutter already in there, so you don't have to go ahead and cut your bobbin thread. Sometimes it doesn't, so you just have to cut it yourself. I already have a piece of fabric here. And I'm just going to line this up with the line here on this grid. I'm just going to sew it. Now this is the back button, and this helps lock that thread in place. Alright. And there's a cutter on this side as well. And there you go. Have your thread. Nice and straight. Kinda. Alright. The second way to thread your bobbin, just in case you have an older machine, take your thread out. You're going to put your bobbin in the same way. You're going to take the needle thread, roll your knob here on the side, and pull at the same time, and then your bobbin thread comes up in that same position. So this is what you need your screwdriver for. Alright. We're just going to twist this like so. I told you my nails get in the way of everything. Alright. You see your bobbin threads already up with your needle thread. Put it through that little sliver of space. Put your top on. It's the same method. All right, we're just going to make one more stitch so you guys can see. Back button again. Cutter on this side. And you got your 2 stitches. 2 different ways of threading your machine. You have the same result. Hey Jean Team, I want all of you to like, subscribe, and share, and definitely play. And I definitely would love you guys to keep watching. And now you're part of my Jean Team. Thank you.